Hello and welcome to Strange Solutions. My name is Darren, I'm your host, and I play Arkham Horror the Living Card Game. I wanted to do this today as a quick update to my channel and what's going on moving forward. Long story short, I have been doing content creation, content creation for quite a little while, and have been playing Arkham Horror the Living Card Game uh, since the beginning, and just absolutely love the game and want to share it with folks. Even though it may just be other players, I just really enjoy the game and want to share my content. However, I've been sharing that content through my laptop, which finally gave up the ghost not that long ago and just caused me a big headache. Not quite sure what I'm going to do with that Joe Diamond playthrough right now, um, but that's neither here nor there currently. Um, I finally did invest in a new machine and some equipment, so I'm going to be doing more recording, but I wanted to, and more live play. But I wanted to give this quick update to let you know that that is going to be an exponential amount of content. It's going to be just putting out a lot of content. Even though I know it's a niche game, I just wanted to be doing more content. So let's talk about that a little bit more. So, what is this all about? So, first off, in case you stumble upon this, Strange Solutions is a channel that I run that is dedicated to Arkham Horror the Living Card Game. Currently, my plan is on playing live and recording those playthroughs about twice a week. We're going to see how that stands, but for right now, that's what we're going to go with. Currently, on Sundays, I'm going to be doing my implementation of the Investigator Games. If you're not sure what those are, I am going to be talking about that a little bit later. But that's going to be on Sundays. Now, I'm not going to start on a Sunday. I'm going to start on Monday, which is the other day that I'm recording. So the first time I record is going to be on a Monday. I'm not sure. It's probably not going to be this Monday. It's probably going to be the next. I'm still waiting for one piece of equipment. But I wanted to go ahead and get this update out with the information that I do currently have. Mondays is going to be a little bit of a later live playthrough and recording, probably starting around 6 p.m. Eastern Time. It may be a little earlier for the time being, but we'll see. And then the Sundays, again, so I'm going to start on a Monday with a specific investigator going through a campaign. Monday, the one that I start at, not this Monday, probably next, is going to be Mandy. Mandy Thompson is who I'm going to be running through the Forgotten Age with, and that is my current plan for the Monday. And then Sunday is going to be my implementation of the Investigator Games. So I'll start Monday, then that Sunday I'll do the Investigator Games, then that Monday right after that I'd be going back into the Mandy campaign. Now on the Mondays, that's going to be where you have the potential to get involved. If you do decide to support me on Patreon, I do have a level where you can submit a deck that you would like to see played or see me play through a campaign. You get to select the deck, investigator, and campaign. Just keep in mind that the campaigns that I do play solos, so just keep that in mind during your building. But we'll talk about that a little bit more in a moment. Now you might be asking yourself, how can I help? Well, there's a couple of ways. First off, you can watch me on my Twitch channel. I am going to be doing primarily live playthroughs. Now, if I do get to the point where I'm talking about cards and stuff to that nature, that will be recorded, but the Twitch channel, which I'll include in the description below, is going to be where I'm going to be doing live. You can subscribe to me there and definitely catch me when I'm doing content on the live stream. You can support me on Patreon. I talked about this a little bit before. I do have 3 levels that I've set up in Patreon. There's a $1 level, which I understand it's definitely tough times right now, and I'm not expecting any support. But if you do want to support me, you can support me even as little as $1 a month, where I basically just kind of say thank you. Depending on the number of folks, there could be potential where a random person gets their name drawn and gets a thank you from me. The $2 level gets your name in the credits at the beginning of each of my episodes, including when I'm going live. And then the $5 level will get your you can potentially get your deck highlighted on my channel. So depending again on the number of people who decide to participate in this and the number of people that submit decks, my plan is to randomly choose a deck each month to play through the campaign they want with the investigator and the deck. Again, it's going to be a little random. I do recommend, I only play solo. I'm only going to be playing them solo, so keep that in mind as you're building those decks and submitting them to me. And of course, my YouTube channel, which you are watching right now, but my Patreon and Twitch I'm going to include in the description below. You're watching my YouTube video right now, so you know where to find that. All right. So earlier I mentioned the Investigator Games, and you might be asking yourself, well, what are the Investigator Games? Well, there's a link which I'm going to be including in the description below for Out of Ammo, Out of Time. That is run by Krabby Terror 8. To give you the gist of it, you can watch it. I'm going to include his link in the description below to his YouTube channel. But to give you the basics, he takes an investigator. He takes their suggested deck list, which is provided by FFG in each of the manuals that come in each deluxe expansion. Each investigator has a basic deck list. Well, he takes each investigator with the basic deck list, and he's taking them through the Night of the Zealot. I'm going to do something similar there, but I'm going to group them and have them compete against other investigators of the same class. So each of the Guardians are going to be grouped together, each of the Seekers, Rogues, Survivors, and depending on how they do, there'll be a champion from each one, and they'll go against each other. So that is the current plan. I kind of have it mapped out in my head. Just watch the channel. Watch for me to go live on Sundays. And that's going to keep me busy for a while. So I think I'll be able to definitely do at least weekly content with that. The Mondays is the one I'm a little unsure about. Just depends on the amount of decks that get suggested, etc. But this is going to be a weekly thing on Sundays. One investigator through the Night of the Zealot with their basic deck each week. I'm going to do like a scenario from I'm going to start off with the Gathering. I'll take like Roland through the Gathering. Then I'll take Mark. Each Guardian. I can't think of another one off the top of my head, but you get the idea. And that's going to be, watch that. It'll be a lot of fun. I think that'll be a lot of fun to do and to put out there. So that's going to be my version of the Investigator Games. Just keep an eye out for that. That'll be coming not tomorrow and potentially not the next Sunday, but very soon after that. I also wanted to mention, and I'm going to put their links to their channels below, some other content creators that you could support. There's Out of Ammo, Out of Time. That is run by Krabby Terror 8. I mentioned him just a moment ago. He runs the Investigator Games on his channel. And where I got the general idea on how I'm going to run my version of it. There is the Whisper in the Darkness. So his channel is completely just gameplay. There is the Whisper in the Darkness. His channel, he talks about the lore. He talks about cards, like specific cards. He talks about scenarios, campaigns, etc. It's more than just gameplay. Really like his channel a lot. Highly recommend watching that. The next channel, Twisted Tentacle Inn, is run by the Innkeeper Vase Odin. Very good content as well. Also has some lore, talks about cards, plays the game as well. And the thing about Twisted Tentacle Inn is sometimes he even talks about stuff that's outside of the game but is also related to H.P. Lovecraft. Some of his books, some of the books that are related to his stories, movies, etc. Check out his channel if you haven't seen that. And then if you're watching this, you probably already know about the Mythos Busters, but I'm going to leave a link to their information below. They are primarily they're four people, they're four guys that primarily talk about the game. They do have some gameplay on there. That's something I'd like to see a little bit more on their channel, but we'll see. I know it definitely takes a lot of time and dedication to do this, so I understand that they might not be able to do that. But if they hear this, put out a little bit more content if you can, guys, of gameplay. Now, I wanted to mention, if you create content and I don't know about your stuff, because I don't know about everything for sure, let me know. Put a message, put a link to your YouTube channel in a comment below, and I will add you to my list. I plan on putting this on the end of each of my episodes, and I'm going to put the links to their channels and each one of my videos. I just think it's important to support each other, especially with this particular game. There's maybe a limited amount of stuff out there that you can watch. So, and these are all video creators. I did not put into the audio creators. And this particular list, this is just video folks that put stuff on video. Because there's also some great podcasts out there, but I mostly wanted to focus on folks who are putting out video. So that's going to basically wrap up everything that I wanted to say. Quick update again on the channel. I wanted to just give some general information, what my current plans are on what's coming up, and some other channels that you can support, especially during this time where you might not be able to get out as much. You might be watching a little bit more videos. Definitely check out some of those channels with their links in the description below. I think you'll really enjoy them. But with that being said, I hope you've enjoyed this quick update. Be looking for Mandy Through the Forgotten Age starting either this Monday or next Monday. Just keep, subscribe to my Twitch and you can watch me live play it there. And then again, I'm going to be recording that, so that will come out on YouTube as well. So, but other than that, as always, thanks for watching and have a great day.